north of Enterprise right now. We still got some showers off to our west that are producing lots of thunder and lightning, but this is what we're looking at right now. Josh, I might get you to pop that up full screen for me. This is looking north from Enterprise. This is our Enterprise sky cam that is just over there. Seeing some lowering that's a little bit of a concern. I might go ahead and step off and try to get that camera a little bit different for us. Let's see if we can get a better view, but that's what prompted me to go ahead and hop on here real quick, something that we are keeping an eye on for us. Now, of course, there's going to be some things in the way, but again, we're seeing some lowering, and that is not a tornado. I want to make that clear. And of course, it's going to go behind this building that we have our camera set up on, but that's the area of concern at the moment. Again, this is just north of Enterprise, and I'll get the map up there for you in just a second. But just kind of wanted to give you a visual. Hey, there's some lowering here, so that's something that we're looking at. Josh, we can go ahead and go back to Max for us. We should be live on Facebook, but again, here's that kind of notch just north of Enterprise for us. Maybe I can zoom out just a little bit more and get that for us. Let's see. Again, just a little bit north of Enterprise. We're starting to see a little bit of that notch there, so indications of some rotation. And with that lowering, I really wish that that pole was not in the way, but probably within 3 or 4 minutes we'll get to see the other side of it. Nonetheless, lots of hail been reported with this storm, pea-size hail again, and I am probably going to stick with staying on WRGX, Josh, for a little while. I know I kind of said, oh, we could hop off, but just with the way that this is looking and that lowering there, bringing a little bit of concerns. Again, this is not a tornado warned storm. This is a severe thunderstorm warning at the moment. Looking at the Doppler radar wind, so this is going towards and away from the radar where we can indicate rotation for us. Nothing's impressive. Looking at this, I would be, okay, let's keep an eye on it, but looking at the sky cams, thankfully we have that here, a little bit uncomfortable, so wanted to keep an eye on that. So if you're within this polygon, really places slightly north of the circle of Enterprise, so really Enterprise, just kind of need to be inside, definitely. We're seeing pea-size hail, so you don't want to be outside just to look at this. We've got the camera for you. We can show you what it looks like out there, but definitely just kind of be on guard. Again, this tightening is looking to be a little bit north of the circle, boll weevil circle. Again, looking a little bit more Windsor Trace. Again, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that. Dixie Drive, places a little bit north of there. And that's going to be moving out of Coffee County into Dale County pretty soon. So I'm going to step off and fix that camera real quick, and then we will see what we're looking with. Again, this is in Coffee County right now, going to be moving towards Dale County. So again, everything's behind this pole right now, but I'm going to kind of keep it over here because probably within the next couple of minutes we'll see that lowering, if it's still there, move into our camera view. So just kind of wanted to give you a visual along with what we're seeing on the radar. And again, I'm zooming in pretty close. North Point Parkway, Cotton Creek Boulevard. That's kind of where this these clouds are starting to drop down a little bit of rotation. So again, we were expecting this today. Already seeing lots of hail with this system. So, I mean, it's a powerful cell that we have going on, but I do want to say this is not a tornado warned storm. We do not have anything confirmed, just did not like what the sky was looking like in correlation with these Doppler indicated winds. So we're keeping an eye on it right now. Still keeping an eye on Josh. If you can keep an eye on WTVY and the score there once that basketball game ends. Might cut into programming there, but as of right now, just wanted to stay on WRGX. We're looking at the debris tracker. You're seeing a little bit up there. That is not lining up. That's the word. It's not lining up with where the rotation is, the broad rotation. So that's not indicating any debris. That is possibly hail. Let me look at the reflectivity. That's not even that. That is just ground clutter. That was nothing there. But see how we kind of have this little bit of an edge here for us? That's something that we kind of want to keep an eye on. There could be these little notches in there for us. Again, just a little bit north of Enterprise. This was really where we were seeing those two come together. And Josh, I might get you to try to pull up that picture again. This is what we're looking at again, north of Enterprise. This is not impressive. If we just look at this, broad rotation, thunderstorm kind of deal. But just with this picture and the actual visual image, that's what kind of prompted us again, or prompted myself to go ahead and hop on and keep you guys informed with that. So again, this is northeast of Enterprise, Cotton Creek Boulevard. That's kind of where we're seeing this lowering. But yeah, Josh, I might get you to go ahead and pop up the Skycam full screen and see if we can, if it has finally started to move and if there's still any lowering. Again, these kind of things will come and go. The tightening there could see a little bit for us. I wish I could kind of zoom in a little bit for you, but this is the lowering that I've been talking about. You got the shelf cloud moving through, thunderstorms, could see some rain clouds too. So that's where it's going to start to get, or rain sheets. So it's a little bit harder to see, hey, where those clouds lowering are, but I think that is where it was just a little while ago. I had a couple pictures of that. We can go ahead and go back to Max, Josh back there, but okay. Keeping an eye on that again right there. Sometimes it can be a little tricky, the correlation coefficient, which lets us see, hey, is there anything being wafted in the air that's not rain? Sometimes that's hail, so that could be what we're seeing. Again, it's not lining up exactly where this rotation is, but hey, starting to get a little bit tighter. So definitely not something that we want to see, but I'm glad that we're already here and everybody's already paying attention. Go ahead and just, hey, call some people. Let's just tune in for a minute. Let's just check up. I know golf's going on right now. They have March Madness. This is the last thing on your mind, but this is affecting us right now. Again, this is in eastern Coffee County, about really to cross this county line, into Dale County. So this is just a little bit north and east of Enterprise. We are seeing, again, that tightening starting to happen a little bit, and that's kind of where that hook is starting to go. It's looking a little bit more impressive with that scan. Let's see what we have going on for us there. Let me see what radar site this is coming from. This is coming from our Dale County. I think this is our Fort Rucker radar site. For us, again, nothing super crazy, super impressive, but enough to bring some concern. I might go ahead and step off again and try to look at the Skycam because I really want to show you guys an actual visual instead of these colors. Sometimes it's kind of like, cool, we're seeing red and green, but if I can kind of show you a little bit more of a visual there, I definitely want to try and do that, but I'm looking at it right now. Definitely starting to get rain wrapped and a lot harder for us to see there. Sorry, excuse me with the moving around. Yeah, we're not seeing any more of that lowering clear due to that rain really starting to make its way in there. So that's going to halt our visibility right now. Unfortunately, so we really can't keep too close of an eye on it visually there. I might wait one more scan. Things are starting to look a little bit broader. And too, broad rotation, and it's not super intense. I'm going to go ahead and pixel query these wind speeds for you and just kind of show you. Let's see what we got going on here. And so we can kind of just see. There we are. Okay. Thank you, Josh. That's not impressive. Right there, weak, broad rotation at the moment. So again, I'm probably going to wait one more scan and then we might just hop over to Facebook, Josh, after this, just because I don't want to keep it on if there's not much to it. And again, that was pretty, I want to say, roughly 3:10-ish was whenever we were seeing that lowering and we're kind of like, hey, let's check it out around 319. I would say that's where we saw the strongest and closest rotation. Now, it wasn't anything impressive, but in terms of this storm and the history that it had, this was probably the most impressive that we've seen. And that was just a couple of minutes ago, but now things have started to broaden for us, so really not a tight rotation at all. I do want to point out, though, seeing lots of hail with this system, and you do not want to be outside. You want to hopefully have your cars protected. Again, seeing lots of hail with these storms. We saw lots of hail yesterday for us there, and Josh, I'm probably going to go ahead and get us off of here, but if you want to see more extended coverage, I'm going to stay here and analyze all of this for you, but we're going to do it on Facebook. That way we can get back to golf again. This is not a tornado warned storm. This is a severe thunderstorm warning with some rotation, and we saw some cloud lowering, but it's kind of cycling out, looking a little bit less impressive at the moment. So we'll go ahead and hop off here, but again, go to our Facebook page or even our website where we will be live streaming there. And I'm going to continue this so you can just kind of, hey, stay aware of what's going on. But all right, I will see you guys there.
This has been a forewarned weather alert.
All right, there we go. We are back here on Facebook and our live stream, getting that going. Shout out to Cassidy for getting that working for us. Definitely appreciate it. It takes a village to get this on the air for you guys, or I guess on the app now that we are on Facebook. But this is the area of concern. Let me back it up and make it a little bit wider for you. Seeing a severe thunderstorm warning moving into Dale County now, really crossing the state line a little bit, the county line, a little bit more in the center part of the county. Let's get this loop going for us. There we go. So starting to see a little bit of those little divots in this cell. So that's just something, hey, we're keeping an eye on, seeing if there's anything to it or if it starts to tighten or anything like that. Really, the past couple of scans, things have been pretty broad, but this is the area of concern, again, just north of Enterprise and east. So this is what we saw, a little bit of lowering maybe 5-6 minutes ago. So things are a lot broader, a lot weaker. So that's definitely some good news. If I saw this and it continued like this, I wouldn't have cut into coverage or anything. But again, we just kind of saw that lowering on our Skycam, and I'm going to play around with our Skycam since we're on Facebook, a little bit more casual for us. I am going to play around with the Skycams real quick. Let's see if we can get a better view from our walls. We need windshield wipers on these things. Yeah, not seeing anything concerning, so that's definitely some good news. That's probably the rain wall of showers that are moving through. But earlier we were seeing a little bit of some lowering in, you see that shelf cloud, that wall cloud right there. We were seeing a little bit of lowering with it, and I might try to zoom in for us. Again, this is a little bit more casual. We are on Facebook, but I still want to keep you guys up to date and aware of what's all going on. Again, there's not an immediate concern for us here in the Wiregrass, but this is, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. These are the areas of concern at the moment. Again, this is in our Enterprise cam. You can see a little bit of cloud lowering for us. We might get to pop that up big screen for us if we can, Josh. A little bit of those cloud lowerings, but nothing crazy, nothing tight, and it's really not reaching the ground very low. So this is probably a little bit of a lowering there, but again, not super concerned about it. It was a lot more impressive a couple minutes ago, probably 20 minutes ago in Enterprise or just north of Enterprise. Saw some lowering, nothing touched down. So again, just kind of wanted to keep you aware of that. But I think that they will probably extend this severe thunderstorm warning. We can probably go ahead and pop up the max again, Josh. We can pop up Max. But now it's kind of moving a little bit closer to Fort Rucker in Dale County. So that is the area of concern at the moment. I know I use that phrase a lot, but there's no other way to really describe it. It's not a tornado. It's a severe thunderstorm warning, but that's a huge area. So this is the area of concern again, a little bit west of Fort Rucker. Let's kind of zoom back out a little bit and we can kind of see the life of it over the past 10-15 minutes. A little bit of tightening, a little bit stronger winds around 319, then really weak winds, broader there. And then we are seeing a little bit of those stronger winds. Let me go ahead and pixel query it. Nonetheless, seeing, again, I'm keeping in touch with our other meteorologists, so just checking my phone periodically. If you see me do that over there, let's see what we got going on. So a little bit stronger winds than what we saw. I think I did this maybe 5-10 minutes ago, and it was 7 and 19. Now the wind speeds are a little bit stronger, so gate-to-gate shear is going to be 46 roughly miles per hour. So again, but it's not super close, so I guess I can't really say gate-to-gate shear, but where it's rotating, we're seeing again a little bit of those stronger winds. Nonetheless, do not be outside right now. Definitely not optimal weather for that. But that is kind of where we are seeing, and I'm moving my mouse. You can't see what I'm doing on my mouse, but just a little bit west of Fort Rucker, really this arch right here. That's where the area of concern is at the moment. But lots of hail reported, pea-size hail. Haven't seen anything bigger than that being reported, but nonetheless, you do not want to be outside and get pea-sized hail falling on you. Not a fun afternoon. Again, moving towards the east at about 30 miles per hour, and they actually canceled that severe thunderstorm warning there. So that's some good news. Still keeping an eye on this, but in all honesty too, if I wasn't on Facebook and didn't break in earlier, I would just be watching this by myself. I wouldn't have been super overwhelmed, concerned with that. And let me see what we got going on. Okay. Let's see what that is. Sometimes where there's lack of rain in like a big rain mass, and say there's like a little hole there, it'll pop up and it'll kind of scare you for a minute. It looks like some debris, but you have to track it, and everything has to line up. If the radar's not lining up with it, the storm relative winds, then there's nothing there. So I kind of had to take a step back and look at that for a second, because it was showing a little bit of different color on here. I'm not even going to say where, because it's nothing at the moment. So that's definitely good. Not looking like it's going to turn into anything either. But yeah, Josh, honestly, I feel comfortable kind of hopping off here. That way I can kind of take a step back, look over everything, and look at our sky cam some more. But I will hop back on Facebook or even cut into programming to keep you guys updated. Again, that's my number one concern. I know we have golf, March Madness going on. A lot of people definitely do not like me cutting into programming, but that's my job, and I will not apologize for it. So I'm here to keep you safe. So just be weather aware this afternoon and evening. Could see some more showers and storms develop, but this one just kind of caused me a little bit of concern, seeing some lowering on the sky cam. So that's why, again, I went ahead and hopped on there. But I think we're good for the moment. I'm going to keep track of everything and just kind of sit down at my desk and look at several different monitors at one time. But again, we'll cut back in if need be. But as of right now, things are looking good for us here in the Wiregrass. And again, we still have a long ways to go. So we still have the rest of the afternoon, evening, possibly even a little bit into the overnight hours. But nonetheless, we'll be here keeping you covered, and I'll see you guys then.
This has been a forewarned weather alert.